Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the number one Ghost Rider fans YouTube channel, also known as Kevin's Garage. And today we're going to be playing Yone in the top lane. And this game will be pretty much the antithesis of this video's topic. This game was a hard-fought victory, as they call it, in R6, I'm pretty sure. We really had to struggle for this one. Our bot lane was having an absolute mental boom. Rightfully so. I think they went like 0-12 in the first like 10 minutes of the game. But fear not, your goated top lane player, moi, was here to save the day. So let's get on with the video. I really want to talk about today about giving up. More particularly, not giving up. Giving up will never be the solution. That's gonna be the TLDR of this video. Giving up is not the solution. And let me talk more about more of the specifics of what I want to get into here, right? So giving up will never lead you to success. Most importantly, that's obvious, of course, right? That sounds so obvious. But in our little puny human, tiny little puny brains, we often find solace in giving up because we feel as if we can't do anything to just improve our situation. And we think that maybe if we give up by some stroke of luck, we'll find just a random chance to be successful in life. That maybe the goal we're trying to reach for when we gave up will just appear to us if we just don't try. I mean, it sounds obvious, but that's just not how it works, is it? And we're human. I've fallen to this trap before, even though you don't notice it. It is truly how you quit. A lot of times we give up thinking that maybe out of that slight 0.0000001% chance that by some stroke of fate we'll get what we want. It's not true. You'll never get what you want if you give up. If you feel struggle, if you are struggling, you are on the right path to success. Success is pain. And I know it sounded like a fucking Naruto fan there, but that's really what it is. Success is pain. We are not brought into this world to live blissfully in a bubble of comfort. I mean, maybe some, Iraqi just oil princes do, right? And they spend $900,000 on Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, and you can never play the game again because, you're 900 levels behind one card. But we are brought into this world to have pain. And this pain leads us to happiness because only through pain do we know what happiness feels like. You will never be happy forever. You will have bursts of happiness. You might have months of happiness, maybe a year of being happy. But it will always come back down to reality. And that's not a bad thing. That is not something to be scared of. That is something to keep in mind for the future. That is a way of noticing things around you, a way of feeling like you appreciate things more when you fail. So that's why giving up is so harmful. If you give up, you cannot appreciate. Why? Because you didn't work for what you wanted. You didn't give it your all. So now that you've given up and you're like, to hell with this project or with this business that I wanted to do, it doesn't even matter. I just failed anyways. I've been at it for 4 years and no one's given a shit about me. No one's even looked in the direction of my company. Why did you stop? Did you think that maybe now that you stopped trying for your company, you are gonna grab some insane multi-level job or something, or you're gonna have this stroke of luck out of nowhere where your life just turns around and every business or every person wants you even though your business doesn't exist anymore. That's just not what's gonna happen. You're gonna quit on this business. No one's gonna know who you were. You're not even gonna be a blip on the map. But if you, after 4 years of grinding and grinding and grinding and failing, boom, on that 5th year, someone notices you. Tell me that's not gonna all be worth it. Tell me that struggling is not all gonna be worth it. But now let's say your brother decides to make a business and he was failing for 4 years. You decided to quit. You said, you know what, brother? There is literally no point in this business. No one cares about our handmade kitchen sinks, right? No one cares about our like appliances with League of Legends characters on them. You decide to quit. Your brother says, I love my Timu blanket, right? I love my Yone cup holder. I love my Warwick towel. I'm gonna keep going with this business because I know people love it too, right? Guess what? On that 5th year, someone invested in his business and now he's a multimillionaire. You quit. He didn't, right? And this doesn't just apply to money, of course. We care for ourselves by trying hard. A lot of like our main issues as humans is that we are broken because we do not have the determination to go through something, and that's normal because we are human. So I want you to try, right? Give it your all. Okay, give it your all for once. Give that shot, that opportunity. Give that business, give that person, give a present, give anything. Just try. Do not give up because you think it's stupid, because you think people won't like it. Try. Okay? And trust me, you will thank me later. You will be so much happier as a person because you know you tried. And even if you fail, you will be happy knowing that you tried. Because when we give up, that is when we truly fail at everything. Because remember, only when you try can you succeed. So at least you gave it your all to try to get that 1% chance to succeed. Gambler's mentality right there, baby. Just keep gambling. You will win eventually. Just kidding. Don't gamble. For the love of God, do not gamble. But even if you slam your head against the wall for 10 years, you're like, okay, this company's failing. Let's go again. Okay, it failed this year again. Let's go again. Oh my goodness, profits are down, but I can hold for one more year. Okay, we made a little bit of profit this year. I can keep the business going for another year. Okay, we plateaued. Okay, look at that. We're back. We're up and up. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. Why are we failing? Weird. Okay, I can afford one more year. Oh my goodness, massive spike, right? You kept slamming your head against that wall and you kept saying, this year will be the year I succeed. And guess what? Eventually, you will. You will have that year that you succeed. You will have that year or that crush where you're like, wow, I'm so glad I tried. This girl doesn't like you? Guess what? You keep trying with love. Never quit on love either. Never give up on love. Because that is a very important thing to have in your life. If you feel as if you're falling behind in love, that's normal. Don't worry about it. If you're like, man, maybe I should have a girlfriend, who cares, right? But also, if you really want a girlfriend, you're like, man, like, no girls are talking to me or whatever. Guess what? Keep trying. Keep talking to girls. Keep talking to boys. Keep talking. Don't talk to animals. And don't talk to children. We've had way too many children cases. But, you know, keep slamming your head against that wall. Because as futile as it might seem, especially if you change your formula up just a little bit, you will find success eventually. There is a 0% chance that you don't. there is a 0% chance that you won't have at least a 1% benefit to your life if you just keep trying and trying and trying and trying. Of course, when I mean slam your head against the wall, I mean slam it with some intelligence, right? Don't slam it like if you're some type of steroid fiend, right? Coked out of your mind. I want you to slam it like Einstein would slam his wall with his head, right? With his massive thinking noggin. Whenever you see that a situation is failing, I want you to be like, okay, step back, right? Step back. Be smart about it. Take a step back, especially before you get stressed and mad and you feel depressed. Take a step back and be like, what can I do to improve my business, to improve my relationship, to improve my appearance, to improve my happiness? What can I do? Right? Analyze the situation. Ask people around you. Ask for solutions, okay? And rely on others. Sometimes life can seem lonely. Trust me, it is not. You are surrounded by people that actually care about you and want to help you. If you ever feel lost, if you ever feel like giving up, if you ever feel like quitting, if you're ever down on ideas or down on your luck, ask someone like, hey, what can I do? What ideas do you have? Anything to help my business? I would love if you just let me know. Right? Ask. And how can what game is similar to this? League of Legends. The most toxic game on earth. Do not quit on your teammates. They will have a comeback. And while playing this game, I did say that if we lose one more Drake, I'll sewer slide myself. And we lost that Drake. I'm still alive, so I'm a liar. But we didn't win that game either. But I'm like, you know what? Let's run it back. Let's run it back. And we ran it back. And we won this time. I made a massive comeback. My 0 and 12 bot, their mental was somewhat fixed. Our Jin was depressed as all hell. But League really teaches you to rely on your teammates only when you're 5 stacked. Only when you're 5 stacked. This is a game full of boogers, full of burgers that don't know what they're doing. And truthfully, 90% of the time, you can only rely on yourself. But let's go back to the main topic, not League here, right? Beautiful R by me, by the way, sorry. Let's talk about League for a second. I mean, not League. Let's talk about back to why you shouldn't give up. We, at the end of the day, are just humans. We truly are just that. We are humans. Humans make mistakes. But the only reason that I am even talking to you right now is because one human in the whatever era decided to be like, okay, I'm not gonna give up on winter. I want warmth. And I'm gonna make a fire. And he didn't give up and he made a fire. And that fire led to agriculture, and that agriculture led to machinery, and that machinery led to technology. And that is the only way I'm talking to you now. By one human persevering and not giving up, you can be that human to have an impact on the world. Just don't give up. Your ideas are phenomenal. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, that your ideas are stupid or dumb, right? We make mistakes. That does not mean that that mistake is the end of anything. Granted, if you made the mistake of murdering someone, not a mistake, you're kind of an asshole, that is the end of your life if you got caught, right? So don't let mistakes ruin you. You are human. You will grow from the mistakes. And that's the beautiful part of being human. We grow. We grow a lot, okay? And when you feel angry with yourself, it is truly only a detriment. And it will only put you on a downward spiral to even more hate, depression, anxiety, feeling like you are no one, right? All of this common, like, depressing feelings that do nothing but bring you down. But you are way more than that. You are loved, okay? You are way stronger than that. So don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on anyone else. You are truly amazing, okay? I just want to tell you that. Whenever you mess up, just know that 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion other humans in this world either made the same mistake as you, or made the same type of mistake as you, or have felt the same as you, okay? So don't feel alone in any of this. We are truly all together in this little microcosm that we call Earth. As well, when you fail, because that's part of life, eventually you will fail. I'm sorry, brother, you is not meant to be 100% all the time, okay? You're not gonna be 100% all the time, and that's okay. Okay? You're not. When you feel alone, when you feel like you've been betrayed, when you feel like you've been hurt, when you feel like you've been thrown to the wayside, when you feel as if everything in this world has gone against you, guess who you don't blame? The world. You don't blame the world. You blame yourself. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Don't be like, I'm such a stupid, pitiful loser or whatever. I wish I would have done this, this, and this. No. You're like, man, I can't believe my ex broke up with me. Let me think of a way to improve the people around me, right? If your ex was the issue and you weren't, you say, how can I improve the people around me, right? You don't say all women are bad. Don't be an incel, okay? Don't go on Reddit. Be, how can I improve the women around me? And let's say you were the issue in that relationship. Don't be stubborn. Realize that you were the issue. And go ahead and notice, okay, why did I do this? And how can I improve to make my other relationships better? This all goes for a business. Oh, the market crashed. My business failed. There was literally nothing I could have done. Which is true. There was nothing you could have done. But you could have set up prevention methods for if the market did crash. Did you get a savings account? Right? Did you make safe choices? Did you spend all your time, not all your time, but did you spend time planning for this situation? You didn't. So now you know for next time that, okay, let's say the market crashes again. I'm going to do this, 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 and that. That's what I mean by blame yourself. Not blame yourself, make yourself better when mistakes happen. If you are to blame, or if you're the one that is not to blame, you can improve yourself no matter what. So don't take it out with the people around you or the world around you. Don't be like, okay, capitalism sucks, let's switch to communism. Don't be like, women suck, I'm gonna suck now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Find ways to either improve yourself or improve the people around you, because it is not the world's fault. Okay, so don't get salty at the world. That's just life, man, you know? It's just something that we come across, something that happens. But the moment you start hating the world is the moment you will start spiraling down out of control into this omega redditor, right? So just don't let that happen. Just don't let it happen. And just find ways to improve yourself. Okay? That's just my little tidbit of advice today of giving up. And I wanna also say why I didn't post yesterday. Yesterday was my 2 years with my beautiful girlfriend, or 2-year anniversary. And I'm really lucky to be with her. And that is something that I will never quit on. I promise you that. Something else, I want to say, I know a lot of you are just my friends right now that are watching, and I don't even know how many of you get to the end of the videos, but you're giving me views and you're liking and commenting, and I really appreciate that because, uh, it's kind of like a diary for me, a public diary, and kind of want people to know me and myself and the community around me. So I like the idea that by you guys helping me, you're letting me spread my voice out. You're giving me a chance at this whole social media thing that who knows could even venture into the later years of my life where I eventually want to open up my own gym, and this could be really good publicity. So thank you guys for watching, for liking, for commenting and stuff. I love you guys, and I need you to love yourself and never give up on yourself or your projects, because there's always a chance, there's always an opportunity. The team FFs, we win. We come back from being 0-13. That's how you do it. Never give up. Never back down. Never what? Never give up. Love you guys. Peace.